I never hear say I want it that way. Tell me why. You're recording. You're still recording though, aren't you right now?
Yeah, I am.
Great, great. Can't wait for that to come back and bite me somehow. All right, let's do it. Let's
I thought
let's start it off again. What's up? Yep.
I thought me saying "let Tekken go" meant I'm good to go.
Oh no, my bad. Well, let's heck and go right now, dude, and just kick off another episode. Smudge 91 of Guy Party Podcast. What's going on, guys? I'm Al. Got Matt on the end of the line there. Guy Party Podcast about comics, movies, video games, pop culture, and anything kind of you want to talk about at any given time. It is random. We don't transition well, and we have fun. So you guys can check us out on Instagram, guy_party_pod. Send us some Gmail if you guys have any feedback or questions or anything. Guyparty91@gmail.com. And of course, you can go to our website, watch video versions, and listen to the audio versions of the. There's, I know Matt is itching to talk about some.
You
Some
100%
game that
cut out there for like a solid 10 seconds.
Are you fucking kidding me? No
That's why
way.
I just went like this for the past like 5 seconds.
I thought you were really excited because I nailed it.
No, you got through the email, and I don't know what else you hit
Fuck
before I cut you
me.
out.
What is going on? My internet's fine.
Well,
I don't know.
it
Oh,
might be
again?
just a whole bandwidth thing on
Maybe.
the interwebs with everyone being home and using it.
Everyone being home. You want to start again?
I'll leave it up to you.
I don't care. Let's just do it again.
Okay.
All right. Well, with that awkwardness out of the way, let's kick off Smudge 91 of Guy Party Podcast. How's it going, guys? I'm Al. We got Matt on the end of the line here as usual. Guy Party Podcast. We are a podcast that talks mainly about video games, movies, comics, pop culture, and kind of anything else in between that we find interesting or worthy of talking about this week. And you can check us out on our Instagram. We have pages that we post, sometimes when we're streaming, just what we've been up to, guy_party_pod. Check us out on our website where you can listen and watch the this podcast, guypartypod.com. And send us some emails at guyparty91@gmail.com. Any concerns, comments, and questions. So with that out of the way, hopefully I didn't cut in and out this time. What's going on, Matt? What's up, dude? I know you want to chat about a certain game that came out on a certain Friday of last week because there's only one.
I mean, I'm sure more than one game came out.
I'm sure. But you want to talk about one in particular.
Yeah.
So, but what else? Before we get into that, because that could be pretty lengthy.
That could
What's going on? What's up? What are you doing? How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm doing, man. I'm
Doing?
doing. The whole coronavirus thing is still happening.
You don't say.
So I got beer.
I have coffee.
Maybe my third IPA today. I'm not gonna say.
This may be my fourth coffee, and then this will be 5, and that'll be 5.5.
I also found out Chipotle burritos don't reheat well.
Nope, you have to eat that stuff like immediately.
Yeah, I bought 2 the other night and was kind of hoping like, oh, I'll eat one now and eat one for like lunch the next day.
Yeah.
Nah, it doesn't really do well.
Yeah.
So now I know for the future, just don't buy 2.
Well, you guys heard it today. If you leave this podcast with anything, don't reheat Chipotle burrito.
Dude, I will say it was fucking bullshit the other night when I was trying to order food. So I was trying to do Uber Eats.
Okay. Never used it, so.
It was the first time I was using it. I was like,
Okay.
I don't want to go out. I was in the middle of streaming. I was like, I don't want to go out. Like, I want to fucking just sit down. And I think it was Friday, actually. Was it Friday I did it? It might have been Friday.
No, man.
I think it was. Yeah, because I didn't eat it yesterday. But, like, I'm on there, and I'm like, okay, McDonald's is like, it says it's like 15 to 30 minutes delivery time.
Okay.
Cool. I'll order that. I'll get 2 Big Macs. Fuck it. Whatever. Go to order it. You're too far away for delivery. The fuck?
Bullshit. What do you mean?
15 minutes away, like 15 to 30 minutes for like food to get to my door.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it's like a 15-30 minute drive. It's 15 to 30 minutes for the food to be made, be picked up, and get into my hands.
Okay. That seems a little weird. I mean,
yeah,
like a McDonald's probably a stone's throw away from you. Probably.
Maybe not a stone's throw, but like
5 minutes tops.
I could easily ride a bike there in
there you
like
go.
less than half an hour and order my food.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, fine. I'll order from this steak sandwich shop. It's like I think it's like franchised a little bit. I know there's multiple of them, but I don't think it's like a Domino's type place or Jersey Mike's or something like that. It's called Lee's Hoagie House.
Never heard of them, but
I think they're like primarily centralized in like the Philadelphia area, or like suburb Philly area, up like northern suburbs. Yeah. So it's like, okay, I'll order a fucking cheesesteak from them. Same thing. It was like 15 to 20 minutes or 15 to 25 minutes or something. You're too far away.
Motherfucker.
The fuck? So it's like, all right, I'm going to order Chipotle again because I ordered from them before. I know I'm not too far away. And if it says I am too far away, fucking bullshit. So I order it, and like when you order Uber Eats, it shows you a little map. You cut out again, by the way. Wow, your internet is poop right now. But it shows you a little map, and it shows you like a little car, you know, going from where it's at and then coming back. And I swear,
am I still out?
No, there you are.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm good, man. I'm in the green. It's weird.
Okay, I'm just gonna do that.
Just plow forward.
Like the car on the little map for Uber Eats literally started at my place, drove 10 minutes to pick up my food, and drove 10 minutes back to me. So in total, the car drove 20 minutes essentially round trip to get me my food, which obviously they want to. So like, you know, they chose to do it. I'm not feeling too bad about it, and I did tip them. So like they got, like I think it was like $3 tip out of it, which is probably more than what they spent in gas.
Oh yeah,
for that 20-minute drive.
But
it was like they literally just drove 15-20 minutes round trip to get my food and come back when they essentially were right next to me. Like I saw where they started, and it was like 2 blocks that way.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, hey, you got your food delivered.
I did.
That's pretty cool, and that's their job. So that's awesome. They're still working, which is fucking great. I'm sure they're going crazy.
It just blew my mind that it was like,
you're too far away.
It says this is 15 to 25 minutes to get my food to me when someone drove 20 minutes round trip to get my food to me. Not even including like the preparing of it. It blew my mind. Anyway,
I just do pizza. We've just been ordering like every week. I've been eating
a lot of pizza, dude. I've been eating a lot of pizza and mac and cheese, and that's why like I had to get like I got Chipotle one night. And then, like, I was going to try and get, like, a burger or steak sandwich. And, like, both were like, oh, no, fuck you. And I was like, guess I'm getting burritos again.
Yeah. We've been ordering a lot of pizza. But probably about once a week. So probably once or twice a week, actually. Because we can't do anything. We can't go anywhere. So we might as well. Yeah. We can only make as much chicken and beef as we can. Because, A, it's limited supply. I can only get 2 per customer. Yeah. And then, you know, what do you do after that? Can't go to a restaurant.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I know,
we're on pizza.
Last night, actually, I went up to my parents, who live like 15, 20 minutes away. Actually, probably like 20 to 25 minutes away. Because, you know, that 5 minutes matters.
It does around there.
First of all, it was the first time I left my house in probably about a week.
How, dude? Oh, yep.
So I haven't spent any money on gas in probably the past 2 weeks, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, you're going into the third week of a tank. That's great.
Yeah, but we had a Stromboli last night. It was really fucking good.
So you guys ordered in?
Yeah, we ordered in from like a local like pizza place. I was like 5 minutes from my parents.
That's good. Smart. Not bad. Pour me more coffee.
Like we said the other week, like small.
I can quit anytime I want.
Can you? That's a hard no. No, you're good. You're good on my end.
Fuck.
good on my
Okay.
end, man.
All right, I guess I just froze on my end then.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I was
But
gonna say.
that's good. I mean, supporting local business during this time
Yeah.
is going to be key to.
Yes, and especially
them
for the next couple
happen.
months afterwards.
Dude, yeah. I mean,
We hit it hard at the end of the last podcast, so we won't too hard on it.
Yeah, we won't rehash that, but
But-
like it's going to be a delayed effect, though. You know, it's like
Mhm.
okay, cases are down, however, the economy.
Well-
So we'll see.
Yeah. But how was your week?
Okay.
We'll start with you this week.
Week was good. Working from home, like literally the days fly by.
Yep.
It's like all of a sudden look at the clock. It's like, dude, it's 7:45 already. Like, oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good. I'm just working from home, working on the kitchen table. Not overly hard work, but just typing reports and stuff. It just kind of gets boring. But
Yeah.
as long as I'm still working, knock on wood, I'm happy. But it's good, man. The dog's learning pretty good. He knows how to sit. He knows how to lay down. He knows how to give
And
his
he's
paw
what,
already.
10 weeks?
10 weeks.
That's
Yeah.
pretty impressive for 10 weeks, I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
Like,
he's doing really good. Yeah.
That's pretty fucking good. Like, I feel like at that rate, like, you might be able to teach him, like, some pretty cool stuff.
I hope so.
Like,
Well,
go ahead.
sorry, yeah. Ashley's training him a lot because while I'm working,
She doesn't have
she's
much
out
to
of
do.
I mean,
I'm sure she has stuff to do, but it's not
she
like
does. It's
can't-
not pressing.
not enough that's like pressing or 40 hours a week worth
Oh
of.
yeah, no. She's out until next school year. No, next August. So she's on summer break already, which is
Yeah.
not really. She's
She's got stuff to do.
checks in with kids, and she calls parents and makes sure everything's okay, and the kids are actually like logging on and doing whatever. But she has a lot of time to train them, so she's kicking ass, man.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, actually, when you get your 10-week-old puppy, and he's like, sit, give me your paw. It gives you and give him a treat, and he's just like just sits there and eats it like a good boy, and just hangs out and
Yeah. Oh, he's gone.
Hey.
Hey.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It might, like I said, like the region was set to U.S. East. Maybe if I think you switch to South, but I'm going to switch to Central because that might be a little bit more
Yeah.
in between the two.
It is actually right in between the two. But, so...
just so you know, any timestamps I put in our chat, it's just so I know
when
when.
it went down.
Yeah, and when it starts back up.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I mean, I have been working for a long time out there, but I mean, we had no issues yesterday streaming and gaming together.
I wonder if it was, like I said, like wait, did your internet completely die or no?
Yep. Yeah, even on my phone. So the Wi-Fi went.
So I was gonna say if it was Discord, it could be the server, but
no, it's definitely
right.
my internet.
Well, we're back.
So yeah, my bad, guys. I'm sorry. Really nothing I can do.
Don't be sorry.
Working or our internet provider. I won't name drop, even though I just did. They've been fucking around.
I can
for
believe
like
that.
A week and a half for out front. I mean, they've literally like right in front of our house, across the street. They've been messing with their lines. So I don't know.
I would say I wouldn't go to them. I would call your provider and say, "What the heck?
What the effing heck?" So you drop an F bomb? Just give me a heck after that. So anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I guess where was I? Cut out talking about the puppy.
Your dog is 10 weeks old and knows how to give you your paw, and
he's a good dog. He's a good boy.
Like when I was down in Red Rocks, one cool thing was like there's one dog we came across. I think it was like our second day there. We came across him.
Yeah,
and like it was cool because like the dog belonged to this couple. I don't know if they were married or not, but it seemed like pretty obvious that they were together.
Yep.
And like at one point, like the woman went off and like went behind a bunch, like just walked away, and like 2 to 3 minutes later, they were from British Columbia, so they spoke I think a little bit of French.
La Française?
I think they spoke a different language. I want to say it's French, but I don't know off the top of my head.
Probably.
But the guy said something, and the dog just fucking went off. And we're like, me and my friend Brooke were like, okay, that was a little weird, but like we didn't really say anything to each other. Or, like we just kind of like looked at each other like, that was odd. Just fucking booked it. But like the owner was like just going about his business and was like, obviously he's not concerned, so the dog's gonna come back, and it seems like most climbing dogs are that way.
Yep.
And next thing we know, the woman comes running around the boulder, and the dog is just chasing her, and he's like, yeah, I just told the dog to go find her. And it was like, that's fucking awesome. And like at times, like he would have the dog sit and just go pew, like with a gun, and the dog would just drop. And it would be like, oh my god, your dog is awesome.
That is awesome. Hope he had treats. Gotta get that.
Oh, no, he got treats for it. But like,
nice.
If you could teach your dog to do stuff like that, that would be pretty fucking cool.
That would be. I'm hoping to. I mean, Ashley's got some time now, so.
I remember with my first dog, we trained her so well, or maybe she was just really fucking smart, because like there'd be times where like, Comet, go get my shoes, and she would run off and know whose shoes were who, and come back with a shoe, and she would give it to you, and you grab it and go, okay, go get my other shoe, and she would run off, grab the other shoe, and come back, and it would be like,
oh,
you know, at times you're a brat when you take the fucking kitchen towel or the TV remote into your cage, and but like at other times, you are really fucking good at just go get my shoe, get shoe, go get my other shoe, go get my other shoe, perfect.
We're done here.
Yep.
Now let's go for a walk. Good girl.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I hope he gets like that, because he seems really smart, I think is what it is. He gets it.
That, I mean, if he knows how to all do that stuff at 10 weeks, I would be surprised if he didn't learn more stuff like that.
Yep. That'd be so awesome.
Or even just like, go get my shoes.
He gets them already, but to play with.
Yeah, I was gonna say not by choice, not by your choice.
Oh no, he just plays. I think it might be a thing where he gets a shoe to bring to the door to like, hey, I need to go out, almost.
Maybe.
in some because isn't sometimes
Maybe
like,
maybe you
too
should
long.
start seeing that. Like if he grabs his shoes, see if he goes out and goes to the bathroom.
Yeah,
Because that might be one of the signs.
it might
I
be.
know. I remember. I think it was someone I went to high school with. I saw on Facebook where they like got a bell and put it at the door,
When they would
and they
yep.
train the dogs that way. It like hit the bell with its paw,
Mm-hmm.
so that way when it had to go out, it would just ring the bell, and like
Yep.
the owners knew, oh, he needs to go out to go to the bathroom, so they would just immediately.
My
know.
luck, that dog would just sit there, just
Yeah.
that thing around. But yeah, no, he's good. But other than that, I've been playing a lot more Animal Crossing on the Switch, and they've introduced a patch or update, whatever, for Bunny Day, quote unquote, for Easter.
So Easter. Okay.
So you have to collect a bunch of different eggs, different types of eggs and stuff, and craft different. I don't know if you played Animal Crossing in the past.
Nope.
Have you? So like each holiday has its own like kind of suite of like outfits and furniture and other random stuff you can
Makes sense.
craft
I've
or
I've
acquire.
played games that have had stuff like
Yeah.
that where it's like holiday specific. So
Yeah, so they introduced that, and the thing with this game is like DIY. You get like little benches, you can craft stuff. So if you go
Okay.
gather all the equipment, like everything you need, all the pieces, you can come back and craft it there, and then make, say, a bed or a vanity or something. So I've been doing that a lot. So I've just been like farming eggs, and then when I get enough, go back, craft something else, put it in my house. Go farm, craft
Okay.
some, put it in the house. So it's pretty cool because I have 4 rooms in my house now, and
Damn.
one of which
someone's
is
a high roller over here.
dude. I owe Tom Nook $758,000.
How long is it gonna take you to pay that off?
I have 696,000 already. I've with like 400,000 chilling in my house because I have a tarantula farm. Pretty much, I went to an
I'm
island.
not surprised that you have a tarantula farm.
I have 30 tarantulas in my house, and each one are worth 8,000
I'm
bells.
hoping they're all in cages.
They're in little cages. They're actually
Okay.
in my little storage. But the thing with that is you can like there's a whole mystery island thing. Like you can travel to different islands now, like mystery random, like RNG, just random
Yeah.
islands, and you can make them into like tarantula farms if you cut everything down and like kind of reduce spawn points for other animals and things.
Okay.
You can kind of force spawn the tarantulas and like ground beetles and stuff. So I went and did that, caught a bunch of them, as much as my inventory can carry, and I'm waiting for the certain person to come to my town to buy them for 1.5 times what they're worth in the actual store.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to wait for that, but I have enough to pay it off. But this
Nice.
event is really cool, except for the fact that every medium-sized fish I catch, it's a fucking egg, and I don't get how that works, but it is what it is.
So-
I'm having a great time, man.
I feel like if you definitely liked Animal Crossing games in the past, you'll enjoy it. Because, like, I think I told you last night when
Oh,
we were
yeah.
streaming, my one friend, she bought a Switch, like, solely for Animal Crossing. Like, he was thinking about it for a while, and, like, Animal Crossing came out, and, like, the whole
Smart.
quarantine lockdown thing happened.
Smart.
Since Animal Crossing has come out, I think she's put over 100 hours into
Yep.
Animal Crossing.
I
And it's
have
only been out for,
60
what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
So that means she's put a
Yep.
full 2 weeks of work
Overtime.
And then
with
some.
overtime. Yeah.
into
I
this
have,
game. And she's played other games. Like, I saw, like, she's put at least, like, 5 or 6 hours into Mario Kart, too. So, like,
Yep. Yeah.
I want to look it up, like, after this podcast and text her. I'm like, hey, I've seen how many hours you're putting in the past 2 weeks. I think the Switch was worth it at this point.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. I mean,
You put a week's worth of work on average each week
Yeah.
into this game. Like,
yep. I
I don't know if you're playing it, your girlfriend's playing it, like the people you live with are playing it, but like someone's playing it, it's getting its money worth.
it's
be
getting
honest.
that $60 divided per hour, divide that out. It's gonna be pennies
She's
soon enough.
she's
Yeah.
down, yeah, she's down to less than $1 an hour
Yep.
at this point,
So-
or $1.
Mhm.
Yeah, $1 an hour.
Yeah, pretty much
Yeah.
so far. I played it for about 60 hours, so I'm having a great time with it. Every time we just sit down and watch TV or something, if if the dog's just like laying down or chilling, I just pull the Switch off the dock and boot it up,
Yeah.
catch some fish, make some money, and rack up some time. It's a fun game. It's peaceful. It's
That's what it seems like.
There's no real push to get anything done. There's no
Yeah.
like high tense situations. You're just like chilling. Cool. I caught this awesome fish worth 10,000 bells. I'm gonna go sell. Like it's pretty.
I
cool.
know
But that's it, man.
One of these guys I'm mutual friends with, he's a cousin of one of my bosses. He's been like playing a lot of Minecraft and like streaming it. And it's like seeing them play that, it's like I could get back into that. Like
I've never played Minecraft.
And they were
scared.
like, hey, if you ever want to join, just let us know. And I'm like, if you see
right.
me not playing something or like if X, Y, or Z, like go ahead and hit me up. Like, hang on, let me do this real quick.
Yeah, I think I saw a little
There's
line.
like a little, there's a little light or something, right?
Is there something in front of your camera?
I think what it is so my camera isn't on my monitor; it's on like a stand behind my monitor.
I was gonna
so
do
I think
that,
it was just I think it was picking up the very bottom of it.
I got a tripod. I can put it on mine.
Yeah,
I was gonna put it on top of my tower and just kind of get more of a view. But however, my room is fucked because of my basement still being destroyed. But anyway.
Yeah, how is that? Like, what's the word on that? Are you guys essentially just waiting on this whole thing to blow over before contractor can get out?
No. I mean, they said the contract would come out because I mean, as long as we stay away from him, like pretty much
okay
ourselves. If he does doing his work in the basement and we're working upstairs, which I'm going to be anyway, it'll be fine.
Okay.
So we're just waiting for the quote to go from the contractor to the insurance company, and then them to say, okay, green light, we're going to send you guys in to get it done, and we'll have to pay our deductible. So it's annoying, but it is what it is, man. That's the
story of being a homeowner, man.
Yeah, we're just lucky that I could do it myself, replace the water heater myself, because that saved us probably $1,000.
I mean, I meant to ask this last week, and I didn't really like. Your dad does like plumbing and stuff, right? Or heating?
He owns his own plumbing heating business.
Yeah, so like
plumbing, heating, air conditioning. Yep.
Were you able to do it, or was it one of those things where you called him and he pretty much walked you through it type thing?
I called him to just be like, okay, so I do this, do this, do that, do this, do that. He's like, yeah, just do it. I was like, okay, make sure this matches with that and this and this and that. Yep, but make sure you take this out because it has a plastic piece in it. It was soldered that way. So I was like, okay, just making sure. And
I mean, that's pretty convenient.
Yeah, I mean, like I can solder pretty well. I could match up. I can cut smoke pipe and do all that stuff. So it was pretty easy. So luckily I went to work.
That definitely saved you money without a doubt.
Yeah, I went to work.
Not like taken away from people that do that job.
No, I mean he taught me how to do it. So.
Yeah, but like I feel like that job is definitely in the same realm of like fixing cars, where like the part costs X amount,
but the labor,
the labor is what is the expensive part.
Yeah, you're paying like sometimes upwards of $80 an hour.
Yeah, so the fact that you're lucky you had your dad that was like able to help you out. You're like, saved you probably at least $100, I would say.
Oh, dude, probably $700-800. Seriously,
you think that much?
Yep, because you think about it, you buy the water.
Yeah,
heater, right?
I'm just talking about labor.
Okay, so
just in labor alone.
So you have to empty the water heater, remove it, the old one, bring the new one in. It'd probably take a professional about like 2.5 hours to do it.
Okay, so probably about 200 to 300.
Yeah, and just labor. They buy the water heater, they mark up the water heater. Because they have to make, and then, just...
Well, I would assume they also buy it at wholesale. They probably get a discounted price for what you're paying for it, too.
Yeah, I went through a distributor. I didn't go through Home Depot or anybody. I went to, like, an actual plumbing heating supply store.
I could still believe that a plumber heater guy is going to get a slightly better price.
A better price. Because they asked me...
homeowner.
They asked me, are you a homeowner or are you a contractor?
The only reason I know that is because when we buy holds for the climbing gym,
yep.
When I look online, it's like $40 for this set. But when I look at the spreadsheet of like what we get, it's like $32.67 or something.
Yep.
Because we get like a 10 or 20 or 30% discount because we're a climbing gym. We buy from them constantly.
Exactly. The repeat business, they know they're going to make money on you anyway.
Yeah.
So they give you a deal, and then But I could have given him my dad's like contractor information and stuff, but that contractor's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's a little shifty.
Yeah, so I just like, you know what? I'll take the markup.
I feel like that might be approaching on the terms of fraud.
Yeah, right. But it's like, you know what? I'm gonna save money anyway because I don't have to pay anybody to do it, so I'll just take the markup price. But whatever.
Yeah.
It was fine. It's just kind of a waiting game, and we spend so much time in our basement that it's like
Yeah, you said that last week. That's
kinda
like
shitty.
your
It's
hangout spot.
because like this is technically a bedroom right here, this office. So as you can see, we have like
Yeah,
all
because
the stuff.
a closet.
crawl
There's
space.
a closet to your
Yeah,
left on the window or the
Which-
webcam. Yeah.
they took the doors off because they had to rip the carpet up and rip the fucking padding out, which is annoying. But everything that was in our our little crawl space under our steps is in this room right now. So it's kinda all discombobulated.
I'm assuming your house is like kind of on a hill then, right?
No, nope. Flat.
But it's your basement.
Yep.
And there's a window behind you.
It's an egress. So if you were to open that, it's a corrugated metal going up to the actual ground level.
So where's the like?
Ground
If-
level's up to at the ceiling pretty much.
Okay, that
'Cause
just
this is
throws me
just-
off because it looks like the window goes the entire thing.
It's so if you can see the little ribs in the there's a
Okay,
rib
yeah,
there, a
I
rib
do-
there.
yep,
It's corrugated metal, so they dug down. It's a form of egress.
Okay.
So if there's like
Okay.
an accident or a fire, you can go out. There's a ladder, so you can climb up.
Oh,
Both
okay.
windows down here are like that.
That makes sense. Then.
Yeah. So
because
it's just an egress point for safety reasons, I guess.
one of my buddies that I knew since I was like less than 10 years old, when he moved out of the neighborhood, his house was like wasn't on a hill, but like at the back of his house, it like dropped off.
Like a
So
walkout.
like he had a
kinda?
basement, but you could walk out
Yep.
and like slide in door.
I
or,
kind of like that.
an open up door.
Kind of like that.
So like that's how I assumed your house was, but apparently it's not.
No, we just have these like safety
Yeah.
corridor kind of
Yeah.
egress points. So
Yeah, I mean,
no.
my parents' house, they still have the old school like storm cellar
Bilko
doors,
doors, like the
this concrete
yeah.
staircase going up out of like a
yeah, it's like a dungeon kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it was funny because
That's easy. They're good though. They're great to get stuff in and out for like
dude, you have
like-
no idea. So
my dad's house has it. Yeah, it's great.
like I just got a new roommate last week, and we were moving stuff. I think we're moving this box spring in.
Fun stuff.
But when my sisters moved out of my parents' house, I actually just saw this on my timeline.
Yeah.
It was like 6 years ago,
Damn.
which doesn't feel like it was 6 years. It feels like it was like 3 or 4.
Yep.
But it was 6 years ago, and they wanted the pool table in my parents' basement. So what we did
Your
was,
dad allowed that.
yeah, we got pool table for a Christmas present like probably 20 years ago.
Oh, nice.
We got it a while ago.
Hell
But like we're like, all right. So like we moved it out of the basement. We took the storm cellar, which was nice, but it was also I don't know if you remember when we had those like really bad winter storms go through 6 years ago. It was like
Vaguely.
peak like power companies were sending trucks up from like Tennessee and Kentucky and like down south to help
Oh shit.
like my house lost power for like a day and a half or something.
That sucks, man.
Which, luckily for us, we had a gas fireplace, so like we were able
That's
to
good.
keep the house heated. Like the main
Mhm.
concern was the basement flooding with the water, with the snow
Sump pump?
melting.
Some pump and stuff.
My dad has 2 sub pumps, but he was still like
Yeah, I mean,
on
there's
top of
no-
it, where he's
no
like,
electricity.
I'm. Well, he has a generator,
There you go. That's it.
but
You're
it was
fine
one of
there.
those things where he's like, I'm sleeping downstairs, just so if I hear the generator shut off, I can immediately go down and start fixing it.
Yep. Smart man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, when we were in college and those 2 hurricanes went through, apparently they got
yeah.
like 6 inches of water in the basement, which was
With
like a
the
big
sump pumps?
yeah, because like for some reason the sub pumps fucked up and it didn't work, so that caused them to get the
Jesus.
generator.
There you go. There you go.
But
If you
where was
use
I
the
going with this?
generator once, it's worth it.
Yeah.
To keep
He's
things going.
used to.
Done.
I think it was only the time we got that bad snowstorm.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was
You're-
like right after that they moved, so like there was like 6 inches of snow outside.
Oof.
So me and my dad are pushing this pool table through the snow on its side, get it into the moving truck,
Jesus
and then
Christ.
moving it into their place. We had to take off the rail because they wanted it in their basement because it's like
Yep.
a townhome townhome
Townhouse.
situation.
Yep.
Oh, so we had to take
man.
off the railing for the basement, and like to get into the basement, you had to do like a 90-degree turn in like a 3-foot radius or diameter.
Fun stuff.
And it was like we put so much work into it. We're like, just so you know, we're not taking this out of here.
Yeah.
Like this is down here for good now.
Forever.
Until you sell this house, this is down here. It's not.
Mm.
You leave this house, it's not yours anymore. We're not helping
Yep.
you get this out.
Forget you.
we got it in here. We did our job.
Yep. Done deal. That's
Well,
good
the
though,
other
man.
aspect is, like, my dad's getting up there. He's
Mm,
60, almost 65. He'll be 65 in 2 years. So, like,
Yep.
he's getting to the point where he's not going to be able to,
yeah.
you know, he's in relatively good shape, but he's not going to be able to move a pool table in
Nope.
a handful of years. So,
Yeah. No. So, it sucks, man. My dad's gonna be 60.
yeah.
Whatever. I'm not thinking about that yet.
But,
Anyway,
I don't remember how we got on this subject.
we're talking about my basement and moving
Oh,
stuff in.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
So anyway, that's enough for my week and everything. What's going on with you? How are things in the world of Mr. Matthew?
Dude, it's been
It's been
1 week. She looked at
one
me.
week. Yep.
It's been an eventful week, man. I'll start off with the damper news. I'm essentially furloughed. I was told I'm not going to be paid for April, which working for a small
Yep.
business, I kind of saw coming.
Yeah.
I'll get paid for the last pay period of like the 15th or the 16th of March to the end of the month.
Mhm.
You know, I didn't really do anything for the last week, so in
Yeah.
my mind, it kind of like eases up a little bit on me because it's like I'm not getting paid to do nothing. Like I'm one of
Yeah,
those
yeah.
people where I've been working since I turned 15, essentially,
Mm-hmm.
and all my jobs have been like, when you're here, you gotta do something. Like
Yeah.
you can't just sit there and twiddle your thumbs.
Yep. That's
So
boring,
like
too. It makes
for
me
the
go back
past
slow
week,
as well.
it's been like I've been sitting there twiddling my thumbs, playing video games, and it's like in the back of my head every day it was like I feel like I should be doing something, but I don't have anything to do,
Yep.
and like I almost felt bad taking the money, mainly because I work for a small
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
Like if I worked for like a multi-million billion-dollar corporation, I would have felt less bad about it.
Yep.
But like I'm working for a small business.
Yeah. Like you
Like,
know your
I
boss
felt-
personally. It's like I can't. fucking
Yeah,
do it.
I felt bad. Like I see my boss occasionally he's like, "When the fuck you gonna cut that hair before it gets caught in a drill?" type thing. I'm like, we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck it, man. Hey. Maybe the drill's gonna be my haircut.
He's like, I'm waiting for that incident report to come across my desk that hair got caught in a drill and it got ripped out, and now I have to fucking pay for it. It's like, that's kind of understandable, man. I won't lie, but I don't know. But yeah, so that's a damper note where I'm now
Yeah.
on unemployment, but you're kind of cutting in and out for me. The bright side is though that I will still get coverage for health insurance at least for April,
Thank
or
God.
at least okay, you're back. At least like
you start.
basic health insurance of like going to the hospital and stuff. Like I think like dental and eye care is like not
Yeah.
being covered, but like if I go to the hospital or urgent care, or, you know, X, Y, or Z because of my physical health and need to stay alive,
Yep.
that is covered.
That's good.
Which
Yeah,
is one of the reasons they kind of did this furlough was because like we're closed for the next month. Like it's like the general manager called me. He's like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Like this sucks to do it. And I was like, dude, I understand.
Yep.
Like I'm in the boat where I'm working for a small company. I understand that if I don't get paid for a month and everyone else doesn't get paid for a month, so that way we know the business is in good standing when we come
Yep.
back in a month,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's
do I have
good.
the most
Good on
money
you.
set aside to like be financially stable for multiple months? No, but I have enough to like get by for a month.
Yep.
After a month is where it starts to get sketchy. But I know you have told me, our buddy Derek has told me, my parents have all said, like, you need anything, let me know. And it is very comforting to hear that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So there's that.
I'm working, so.
Yeah. I think everyone's kind of in that boat right now, to be honest.
I'm getting nervous because like they're saying this shit's not going to peak until like end of April, early May. And,
yeah.
Like, I don't fucking know, man.
That's why it was set to end of April, because it was like that's when it peaks. After that, it should be on the decline completely after that.
Yeah. We'll see.
So we'll see. But
fingers crossed.
In other news, I've been gaming a lot of fucking time this past fucking week.
I've noticed.
Finished Devil May Cry 5.
Okay.
Pretty good. I think I'm in the same boat as Doom Eternal, where like the setting wise, I'm not like a big fan of, but like gameplay wise,
okay,
I had a blast with. And there, like, you play as 3 different characters, and like it really like ties a lot of the games together, which is nice.
That's good. Not bad.
So I'm excited to see where they go from that. But
so it's one game.
It's one game.
I'm just saying that's one game you beat. I'm gonna keep track of how many games you beat in the last 2 weeks.
But I will say this is the same thing as Sniper Elite, where I beat it on like hard and didn't get the achievement for quote unquote normal. Yeah.
I hate how they don't stack like that. That's how it is in Manhunt, like for PS2, which granted I understand it's an old PS2 game. If you play it on like there's normal and then like hardcore. So if you play on normal, the most stars you can get per scene is 4. Okay. So you have to get 4 on all the normal levels, and then you have to get 5 on all the hardcore. If you get 5 on the hardcore, it doesn't stack for the 4 and the normal. So you gotta do every.
Yeah.
God damn.
I mean, I'm gonna play through it again on normal probably at some point, because it's like you have to get all the upgrades for each of the 3 characters, and I haven't even upgraded one of them yet.
Okay.
So it's like I'm just gonna play through it on normal, get points to upgrade, and get like the collectibles and stuff. Gotcha. So that'll be easy achievements.
So you'll get them as you go through again and again and again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like I know I have to do multiple playthroughs, so I'll just do it on easy next.
There you go. Not bad there, mate.
Red Dead 2, I'm slowly grinding through. I haven't done it in the past couple of days, obviously, because Resident Evil 3 came out, which we'll get to in a hot minute.
Yes.
But I'm in chapter 5.
It's in chapter 5? There's 9 chapters?
I just got off of Guarma.
So, okay. It's a while since this game came out and everything, but what do you think about the whole Guarma situation?
I think we talked about this when I streamed it a couple months ago.
Yeah. I think so, but again,
I wasn't a huge fan of it.
Yeah, it was kind of weird,
man. When I played through it the second time, it felt a lot quicker than I remember.
It wasn't too long, you're right.
Yeah, I thought I was on the island a lot longer than I was, and then like when I finished it, I was like, "Oh, I'm already off the island." What? But the biggest concern is there's an achievement for like studying and skinning all the animals.
Are some only in Guarma?
I feel like some are only in Guarma, so I made like 3 saves in that chapter to be like,
there you go. Go back.
I'm going to have a save somewhere in Guarma. I'll go back and just play from here on. And that'll also be a good spot to get the high honor ending too.
Okay, you can just go right
because it's my first time playing. I'm doing low honor playthrough. So like I'll just load from there, get everything I can in there, because I obviously can't go back, and then do a high honor from there on out.
Gotcha. There's a pretty cool trophy.
That saves me a decent amount of time, honestly.
Gotcha.
Because I don't have to do the first 4 chapters.
4 chapters, 5 chapters, yeah. Or that is is that technically the 5th chapter?
I think it's the 4th chapter. I think it's
whatever.
Oh no, I think it is the 5th chapter. I think you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I only beat the game once, or 1.5 times, but yeah. There's a trophy in that game where it's one of I did 2 trophies in one run, kind of. So it's pretty much it's called extreme personalities. So you either get the lowest honor or the highest honor.
Yep.
And of course I got the lowest one because that's the easiest. So I got the lowest one, and there's another trophy that was get a $250 bounty in
For
3
3
states
days.
at one time and survived for 3 days.
Yep.
So I just got my honor low as possible, and I'll do it while getting the bounties up, and then just hit out, just camped out
Yep.
for a couple days, and I got both trophies. So that was fun. That was actually really fun. So, just riding around your horse, just unloading on people.
Yeah.
But-
I'm enjoying it. Like,
Taking your time.
I don't
is
think I
actually-
said it last week.
good.
Like, I ran into like a side mission where you find a fucking lion in the game.
Yep.
And like,
I think the
you run
mountain
into this
lion.
guy, and he's like, well, he's talking about this tiger, and it ends up being like a big cat, like a mountain lion or something.
Mhm. Yeah. Yep.
And you're like, this isn't a fucking tiger. Like, get the fuck out of here. And then you're going to find this lion, and it's like, even Arthur's like, it's probably a dog or something. Let me in there.
Yep.
And like, he walks in, and a lion bursts out, and it's like, holy fuck, that's a lion.
Jesus Christ. I like Arthur a lot. He's a great character. But yeah, I gotta play more side stuff with that, because I just I ran
Dude.
through, did some side stuff.
I was in the same
And-
boat first time through. And like, this
Yeah.
time through, it's like any side stuff I see, I go and hit, and
Smart.
it's a lot more enjoyable.
Not bad, man. Not bad. Not bad.
So
at
doing that,
all.
I don't know if I got it by last week, but I pretty much got all the single player achievements in Doom Eternal.
Nice.
I
Nice.
have
Chugging through, man. You're fucking
I have
moving.
3 left out of 25 single player achievements. I have 3 left to get.
There you go.
So I'm gonna probably slowly grind through that. We played pre-sequel last night.
We started playing pre-sequel. Yes, finally.
So I still have a handful of achievements to get in that. 10 achievements actually now at this point.
Not bad.
So slowly working through that. I'll probably start actually working through that again now that it's installed.
Yeah, right.
And same with Borderlands 3. I'm slowly chugging through that with my friends.
Yup.
And then me and my buddy have been playing Divinity 2 Original Sin.
Yep.
And we're playing on honor mode, which I don't know if we talked about last week, but it's essentially
One life, kind of.
you have one save. If your party gets wiped, the save gets deleted. So
I can't do that, man. I can't do that.
well, the nice thing is like you can revive each other, and like we both have an item that if we were to die in a fight,
Yeah.
we revive instantly.
Oh, it's not bad.
And like each fight you have 6 action points, and it takes 1 action point to restore like whatever revives you.
Okay.
So if you were to die in the middle of a fight, only on your next turn, as long as you don't die before your next turn, you could spend 1 action point to revive yourself, or set it up to revive yourself. And normally, just for the record, it takes 2 action points to do an attack, roughly. So it takes about half an attack's worth a turn to do that. I think we lost him again. So we're slowly chugging through that. We're probably a little under halfway through the game, though. Let me see if I can... Nope, I think we lost him for good. Okay, well, give us a...
Well, let's continue, I guess.
Yeah, I was essentially talking about Divinity. I think
Yep.
we're about a little, or just about halfway through.
Okay.
So, like, really, I think me and my buddy agreed. The only thing that we're concerned about at this point is the boss fight.
End game.
So,
like
yeah,
the
end
final
game.
boss.
Like, everything up through there, we're, like, pretty confident with, but it's just, like, the very last fight is what's concerning us right now.
There you go.
But if I get this achievement, it's pretty much like puts me on course to perfect the game. I just have to play through it like 12 more times. And it's not a short game. It takes like 15 to 20 hours probably to beat once.
Ooh, yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
Yeah,
that's a lot of
so
game time.
it might be like if we get this achievement, I just like do playthrough every other month or something just to like
just to see how it goes.
slowly grind it out.
Yeah.
But like at that point, like I'll have the hardest achievement to get, and it's just get any other, because like there's 6 characters. There's 2 achievements per character for like which choice you choose.
Okay.
At certain parts in the game, so it's just.
Yep. Just.
It's really just. Yeah.
I feel like Fallout is like New Vegas to get achievements in, because you have to like.
Yeah. Exactly.
Side with the group, this group. Side with that group. Do this. Don't do that. And it's like, oh god damn. So it's like, you got to make multiple saves or just play the game.
I think what I'm gonna do is like the one character I'm playing through by myself right now. I looked it up and it's like side with this guy or go against him. And it's like essentially the end boss.
Yep. Just make a save.
So like when I get there on my own playthrough, I'll just save it before that spot, and I'm just gonna look up like where is the divergent point for the achievements and figure out like, okay, I'm gonna save it here.
Yeah.
Mark that save like in Notepad so I know exactly like the timestamp for when it was saved, and just go from there.
Start over. Yeah.
Because that will theoretically save me at least 6 to 7 hours of game time.
That's a lot if you have to do it a couple times too. So
I mean,
stack that
there's
up.
6 characters, 2 achievements per character, and both of them are like you can only get one at a time. It's gonna matter.
That. Yeah, that's significant at that point. So.
Yeah.
Hells yeah.
And then the last thing.
Sorry.
Is Resident Evil 3.
Yep. How many times did you beat the game already?
Okay, so
I beat Friday.
I got it Friday. I beat it Friday night.
Oh my god.
I beat it in just under 6 or just about 6 hours, I think.
I think that's what you said, yeah.
It was like just under just over 6 hours. On standard difficulty. And I went through and played. There's an achievement for beating the game in under 2 hours. So I went through that, and while doing that, I got the achievement also for only healing once. Which, to do that, there's like a story plot device that you have to heal, essentially, towards the beginning of the game. Now, I didn't know if that counted or not, so I just assumed it counted and just went from there. And if I died, I just like continued.
Yep.
I think I beat it in like an hour 45.
Were you getting nervous?
Not really, because like at a certain point you get into a hospital and it's like, okay, if I can get through this part of the hospital by like an hour 30,
you're golden.
I'm confident I can finish it in under 2 hours.
That's crazy.
And then like during the final boss fight, I was getting a little scared because I kept dying, and it was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Like it's gonna be close, but ended up doing it.
You got it.
And then third playthrough, I did. What was the third playthrough? Third playthrough was an all collectibles run that I did. So like I got all the readable files, all the breakable stuff.
Okay, nice.
All the boxes, all the lockpicks, all the weapons, and all that stuff. And
damn,
that unlocked like 3 achievements for me on that.
How long did that take?
It took maybe just over 2 hours, maybe 2.5.
That's not bad at all for all the collectibles and shit. Damn.
Yeah, because I mean, like you can skip cutscenes, and cutscenes don't add to the in-game timer even.
Oh, okay.
So like even if I were to watch cutscenes, it wouldn't add to the in-game time.
Gotcha.
But I was just skipping, just like trying to power through it.
Makes sense.
And I think it put me just over 2.5 hours. And then I played through it again to get a no item box run where you can't open the item box, which is a little bit longer. I think it took me about 2:15 to beat.
Damn, man.
And it's really just like being able to like manage your inventory and go, okay, I have this much ammo. I don't need to pick up like stuff to make ammo. I have this much healing items. I know I need to keep a spot for the bolt cutters or the lockpick or, you know, the key card or something, and just trying to like manage your inventory as you go, which was kind of fun, honestly. And at that point, I also had infinite pistol ammo. So I didn't need to worry about picking up pistol ammo. It was just like assault rifle, shotgun, grenade launcher ammo I needed.
Nice.
So I beat it on that. And then last night I also beat it on hardcore.
You beat it like 5 fucking times.
I beat it probably about 3 times in the course of yesterday alone.
Jesus Christ.
That's
insane.
Beat it on hardcore. I thought I needed an achievement to get S rank on hardcore, and turns out it's not an achievement to get S rank on hardcore.
Ah.
So like as I was playing through it, I was like, fuck, to get S rank you can't save more than 5 times.
Ooh.
And you need to get under 2 hours or 2.5 hours game time. And I was like, I'm on pace to get under that time, but I saved it 10 fucking times already. I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah.
And then like I beat the game and I looked it up. And I was like, oh wait, there is no S rank achievement for a hardcore.
Nice.
So I'm fine. I don't need to play through it again on hardcore.
There you go.
Play through it on Nightmare and Inferno, which is the hardest difficulty, and Inferno has the S rank achievement. So that's gonna be the hardest one.
Jesus Christ.
But with I think I beat it in like an hour 50 something or hour 40 something on hardcore.
Yeah.
But with Nightmare difficulty, they change enemy location and item location. So like I played through it 5 times. I know where everything is. Now when I'm playing through it, I don't know where anything is.
Is stuff in the same locations, just different things, or
no?
There's random ass locations.
Like I started off the game and the first spot you get to an item box, there's normally nothing on this one box, and there were like 3 things there, and I was like, fuck. Like, okay.
Son of a bitch.
The upside is though, I can use like these quote unquote cheats. I earned enough points in the game to unlock. So like
it doesn't affect trophies.
Infinite ammo with the pistol, infinite ammo with the assault rifle, more item pouches. I have instant access to the lockpick and the bolt cutters. So theoretically, like, you're quiet, I can hear you. Do you mean to mute yourself? I can't hear you. But like assuming I know I need to find 1 key item.
So I'm back.
No, there you are.
Yeah, sorry.
Was that intentional?
Nope.
No, okay.
It's all unintentional. I would never want to leave the conversation.
But essentially I know I need 1 key item to progress the story at this point, and it's just a matter of finding that item. Like the other 2 I bought and are in the item box, so it's just like I need to find a fire hose to progress the story, and after that I should be good.
Okay. Just seeing something here.
But I just don't know where it's gonna be, and I haven't even really gotten into Nightmare yet. I've only played through the quote unquote prologue of the game.
Well,
but
have fun with that, man.
In 1 weekend of playing it in 17.2 hours, I've gotten 29 out of 32 achievements.
Well, there you go.
So
there you go. Not bad, man. That's that's pretty fucking crazy.
I think I got like 30 achievements alone this past weekend.
Jesus. If I play some more pre-sequel or something tonight, I can probably
No, I've definitely gotten 30 alone because I got 29 at Resident Evil alone. And
then you got at least the Duelist one in pre-sequel. So there you go.
And maybe one other in Divinity.
Yeah.
So
well, that's good, man. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like that
I've been grinding it out hard and
hard and heavy.
Do we just want to get into like the whole my opinion on Resident Evil 3 while we're talking about it?
Might as well, because God knows when I'll cut out again. So
I feel like I like Resident Evil 2 remake more.
Okay.
Because it feels like it has more replayability.
It has A and B sides, you're saying, right?
Yes.
Like
Resident Evil 2 had like you played as Leon first, you got Claire B, so you could see what Claire was doing while Leon was doing quote unquote the main story.
Mm-hmm.
And vice versa. If you played as Claire first, you got Claire A, and then Leon B was what was Leon doing while Claire was doing the main story. And it was like kind of like a alternate story where it's like, you know,
so
this is the main story, this is the side story. Does that make sense?
Is Claire's B side and Leon's B side different? Like they were doing different things while the main story was going on?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
I mean, you can play it 4 times then with unique.
And there were
playthroughs.
slightly different things that happened with Leon A and Leon B, and Leon B is quicker than Leon A because Leon B is like a sub story essentially.
Oh, gotcha.
But that's kind of one of the things that got me with Resident Evil 3. I thought it was gonna have that, and it didn't. It had just the main story, and you were mainly Jill and Carlos, the side character, like here and there throughout the game. And that kind of bummed me out.
Yeah.
So like, it has less replayability, but I feel like because of that, it makes it a little bit easier to get all the achievements because of like, we got some issues again.
I can still hear you.
Okay. You're a little robot-y for me on my end. Maybe Discord is just having issues also.
Awesome.
But yeah, I mean, I think I was talking to someone in my chat yesterday, and they said there's like 3 or 4 Resident Evil games I haven't played, so I'm gonna probably look them up on Steam and wait for them to go on sale, and just maybe later this month or next month just have like a hardcore Resident Evil stream week or 2 where I look up the chronology of the games and just chronologically start off from the beginning and work my way through it. So nice. I think it's like Resident Evil 0 is like the first game, and there's like Code Veronica and something else, and figure out where they fit in the numbered series and just go from the very beginning to the very end, look at all the lore and stuff like that, because like there's a lot of lore stuff I feel like that isn't talked about that's very interesting.
That's good, man. You still hear me?
Yeah, you're a little robot-y, but I can still hear you.
All right, good. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. This is ridiculous, but whatever. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you're loving playthroughs and having a good time.
Having a good time.
Good time. That's good, man. Well, I'll probably end up cutting out here again. Any news to like talk about?
Oh boy, do I. One little thing.
Yes, sir. I cut out again.
Oh, now you sound clear. Well, maybe not.
What's up?
I don't know if you heard about Steam changing how games update.
Is it not? Is it like automatic, or is it like? Is it?
So they
doing it now?
They kind of changed it. Partly because of how many people are currently logged into Steam, with the whole coronavirus thing. But essentially, Steam is making it that you've had to play the game. I think it's within the past 3 days for it to automatically update.
Oh, okay. Makes sense though. I mean, if you're playing it, why update? You know?
Yeah. So that way, like, if you had a game installed but you haven't played it for a week or 2 weeks, it's not going to automatically update, which makes sense with everyone working from home using bandwidth and stuff. And also being logged onto Steam, it's just going to be a bigger load on their servers. I know some people, when they start up their computer, it automatically logs into Steam.
Mine too. Yep.
So they set it so that way you had to play it within the past 3 days for it. Makes sense. Yeah. Otherwise, you have to manually set it up. Which usually isn't hard. I think you probably just go into downloads and hit update or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad.
No.
That's interesting.
But they just kind of do it to lighten the load on their servers because coronavirus, they are probably having bigger loads on servers.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that might be one of the issues with our interconnection here too, is because just everybody's home and everybody's streaming and doing a bunch of shit. I think that might be just bogging things down. But what do I know? Not much.
Yeah, I mean, I wholeheartedly believe part of the reason you're having slight internet issues right now is because everyone in Cheyenne is fucking your internet.
I guarantee, and if I didn't, I don't know, never thought that this would happen, and everybody would be home at one point in time.
Nope,
streaming,
not something,
and gaming, and downloading.
Not something you could be ready for.
Nope.
What about you? You got any news?
I see that Disney has pushed all the release dates of all Marvel movies in the next 2 years. They pushed them all back one slot. So
So
this
what
means
is
Eternals now gets into 2021 to November of this year. Black Widow gets pushed back to fall.
so they're being
It just
pushed
pushes
back
everything back one slot.
by like season, or is it like release date?
By release date. Like, so, say for example, Black Widow was expected to come out in May 1st. Then
Okay.
The Falcon and the Soldiers come out in fall. I think Black Widow's going to move to the fall. And I think everything's going to move one slot.
Okay.
Vacancy now. And I think. So,
Okay.
as movie dates continue to lag COVID, concerns the release schedule for major film studios are being shuffled around. Disney previously released Black Widow and Mulan. Though many on social media clamored for the movies to not anymore. Am I gone?
It looks like you might. Wait, talk. And he's gone. Good to go. Disney.
You want to do that again?
It's being all pushed back by a time slot. Was there anything else?
Nope, pretty much nope. Everything else is getting shifted. All the movies spec'd in the next, in Phase 4 have been all shifted back one slot. So when that was supposed to come out this May is now being pushed back until the fall, and so on and so forth. It pushes everything else back with it. So that being the case, we have to wait a little bit longer to see a new Marvel movie, man. Which I'm okay with it, as long as
sound like movies weren't going to be a thing for the next couple of months anyway. So.
Yep, it's probably one of the worst places you can go in a social distancing environment. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Get there, bud.
Yeah. So I'm looking up this. I found another news article about Borderlands 3, actually. That kind of struck a chord and kind of irked me a little bit because at the beginning of Borderlands 3, these guys, the devs were promised bonuses for initially taking a lower pay for the game. Being promised that the bonus would make up for it once the game was out, everything was released, everything was good to go, yada yada yada. So apparently a number of Gearbox software employees recently told Kotaku that CEO Randy Pitchford has backpedaled on promising bonuses associated with BL3. According to reports, Gearbox pays below market wages but offers employees bonuses to make up for the gap. However, despite Borderlands 3 commercial successes, Pitchford has told employees that they won't be receiving the amount of bonuses that they were promised because the game was expensive to make and didn't meet sales projections. Following the publication of the report, God of War director Cory Barlog wrote in a now deleted tweet that this is a shitty thing to do to actually people responsible for things that you make. Some other developers, including Star Wars Battlefront 2 writer Mitch Dyer, echoed Barlog's thoughts before he deleted the tweet for some reason. So, Gearbox employees dispute Pitchford's claim about BL3's sale projections. According to them, they were promised bonuses if the game hit certain sales milestones, which it did. So, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick previously revealed that BL3 sales are expected to set a new record for the franchise. Pitchford, who's usually quite vocal on social media, has refrained from commenting on the report. So, that's fucking disheartening. They pretty much, I guess what they do is they take a lower hourly pay or lower salary, whatever, and then if they hit these milestones, which they apparently did, that gap is picked up in their bonuses, and now they're either not getting them or they're getting a lot less of what they were promised. So that's a bunch of BS, man.
It is crappy, but like in my mindset, if I was a developer, I would I'm sure it's like a group thing, but I would not want to take a pay cut going, okay, if this game does well, we'll get sells well, I'll take the bonus and
Yep.
terms of the pay cut. It's kind of a gamble at that point.
Exactly. I would just kind of be like, nope. How about we just give me a fair wage from the get-go and not expect the bonus to make up that gap and just pay me a living wage to begin with?
In my book, I would be like, give me a living wage, and if the game does well, give it to the people that market it, advertise it.
Exactly.
That stuff. Yep. But like, if I was a developer, I'd be like,
I want
give
my
me a living
normal
wage
paycheck
because I don't affect ultimately the sale outcome.
Exactly.
That's on the marketing sales team.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I made the game. If I was happy and proud, everything went well. I did my job and I got paid for that job, and now it's kind of out of my hands at this point. But I don't know. It's still kind of shitty that, like, really shitty that they're not going to get that bonus at all, even though they made their sales incentives and met their milestones. So that kind of sucks ass.
Yeah, especially since they met those milestones. That's kind of a bigger.
It's a big slap.
I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I see if we hit X amount of sales in X amount of time, or we reach this rating, blah blah blah, then yes, bonuses will be distributed. And if they didn't hit those, okay, then we know we didn't cross that finish line. So. Okay, but now even if they did, and now they're still getting docked, it's like that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's gonna come of it. No idea.
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, I guess we will. I guess we will soon enough. But I don't know. What else you got? Man?
Going back, I guess, to Resident Evil.
Okay.
A first-person RE8 will release sometime in 2021.
Ooh.
For current next-gen consoles.
Yes, sir.
It'll feature more serious departure from the mainline series, according to new reports from Video Game Chronicles. They have verified the information provided by known Resident Evil leaker Dusk Golem on Twitter that said, take the following information with a massive grain of salt. As previous reports from Dusk Golem on a soft reboot for Silent Hill were later squashed by Konami, which I think that's partly Konami's doing. Show's record thus far is entirely perfect. But he states that Resident Evil 8 was previously a third Resident Evil Revelations game, which transitioned to a main title after positive feedback.
Interesting.
It will feature new mechanics and themes like insanity, hallucinations, occultism, and not being able to trust others. Internal sources appear to be playtesters or Capcom ambassadors, program members, basically fans who act as playtesters and possibly influencers. He also said that gameplay sequence of 8 had been leaked to him, featuring a sequence where you are in a village with multiple routes, trying to make your way to a castle, being attacked from beastmen, zombies in armor with swords, and a witch that laughs a lot.
A witch that laughs a lot. That's
yeah.
Okay.
Capcom hasn't commented on the supposed leak yet, so again, take them with what they are, a rumor. But if true, this would make Resident Evil 8 the third Resident Evil game to release in 3 consecutive years. Which is saying something, because in a matter of 30 years,
yeah,
there were 10 that were released. No, 13, 12 that were released.
Jesus, I think that's a lot.
So 3 consecutive years is kind of a big thing. Granted, RE3 remake was kind of just taking assets from RE2 and reskinning them.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
Even then, it had a lot to do. So yeah, we'll see. If it does release next year, I am super stoked for it.
Well, hell yeah, man! That sounds pretty cool. I've never got into them, as you know, but I'm excited vicariously through the fans of the RE series. So
yeah, like I said earlier, I think I want to do a week where I just play through
all the ones that could have filled the gaps.
All the ones that fill the gaps and just pick up like Resident Evil 0, Revelations 1 and 2, and there's like Operation Raccoon City. So it's like there's a lot I want to pick up, but it's just like trying to find the time and the money to do so.
Yep. That's the money is the thing. It's like fucking it's like, you know, all these remakes and stuff are still full price games, which sucks, but I mean,
well, the nice thing is Revelations 1 and 2 combined are $30. Resident Evil 0 is $20. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City is $30, and I think there's one more, Code Veronica, but I don't know how much that costs.
Not too shabby, man. Not too shabby. That's good though. I mean,
maybe next month I'll sit down and grind out all. Those.
Just to see how it goes. Plus, I mean, you got some time to knock out some more of your backlog currently. So.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to think of what I wanted to do next after I finished Red Dead, and it's like, got Human Deus Ex or Deus Ex Human Revelations or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently it's long. Deus Ex Human Revelations. Yeah, it's like a long time series, and I just never played any of them. And I bought it on Steam a while ago and just never played it. So
there you go.
It's there.
Yep. Well, they'll be there, man. They'll always be there. Your backlog is gonna be there. It already is. So might as well knock that stuff out first, and see what the next month brings, man. See what comes of the world, and then following weeks. I don't know. I hope things get better.
Yep.
All I can say is I hope things get better. Fuck.
Me both.
Hell yeah, man. Nope.
Well, do you got anything else?
No, I don't, and I apologize again, guys, for the internet issues and cutting in and out. But hopefully things are rectified next week. Hopefully they're done working on this stuff outside. It's been a week now, so hopefully. Fingers crossed, but I don't know. We shall see. But I guess that's it.
Yep.
Cool, man. Well, I'll talk to you next week, or I'll talk to you in like 15 minutes. But we'll see you guys next week. Take it easy.
Peace.
Bye.